Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to take you through how to cut a flounce. These are some examples of how to use a flounce. So if you've been wondering how to cut out something like this without making a ruffle, then this video is for you. So there is a difference between a ruffle and a flounce. As you can see, for a flounce, the top of the fabric doesn't have any excess, but the bottom of the fabric still has a lot of room to flow and give that voluminous look compared to a ruffle. For a ruffle, you can see that it is gathered at the top to give that effect. Apart from the example shown in this video, you can also use this to make a design on the neckline, at the bust area for a sleeve, and you can also cut a flounce and then gather up the top if you want your fabric to have more volume without necessarily having excess fabric at the top. So guys, to cut the flounce, I already have like a big piece of paper here. This is just like a patchwork of my old pattern pieces that I don't need. I can cut directly on the fabric, but because I know that it's a chiffon material, so it shifts a lot, it won't stay for you to be able to cut out the flounce. I'm going to be using the paper instead. So first thing you need to do is to determine the midpoint. You just ignore this. You need to find the midpoint of the paper. And then just press it all out. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but I found the midpoint of the paper. So I'm going to use a straight ruler to mark it out on both sides. So this is the first thing you need. And then from here, you just extend the line all the way so that you can draw out the flounce. Please just pay attention to the blue lines only. Any other line, just ignore, please. So this is it. This is step 1 for making your flounce. After drawing this line, what you want to determine next is how wide you want your flounce to be. Do you want 2 inches? Do you want 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches, 7, 8, whatever? Don't forget you need your hemming allowance and your joining allowance as well, so always add that. Now I want my own flounce to be about 3 inches wide when I'm done, or let me say 3.5 inches. Yeah, I prefer that. And then I'm also going to need half of an inch to join it, and then another half to hem the edges. So I'm going to need a total of 4.5. So this is it here. You're going to come to the midpoint. This is the midpoint, and then first of all mark 4.5. Now it's this midpoint that is going to serve as a guide for drawing the flounce. So you're going to come and mark 4.5 the same way you can see me doing. It's all going to start from the midpoint. Okay, so you want to connect this. Okay, and then also come and connect it from here to here. Don't forget to mark your 4.5 inches here as well. So this is it. This is where the flounce begins. So you do not want this to meet with this. You want it to meet with another 4.5. So before you come and continue with this line to make a full circle, you're going to come here and mark 4.5. Okay, so you want this one to meet with this. So you can come here. This can now be like the new midpoint. You come and mark 4.5. Mark 4.5. And then come and mark it again. So this has given you your guide. So you're going to just come and do this. Can you see that? So you come again and mark 4.5. connect, mark 4.5. Don't let the distance be too wide, and then connect it. Just keep doing that. So from here, it's going to be easy to just keep going, but let me just take you guys through the process in case you get confused. I'm just going to so now you can see the importance of this straight line. If not for this straight line here, to be able to like get everything equally will be a bit of a problem. So I'm just going to keep going. I missed it here a bit, but that's fine. We can continue. So you're just going to continue all the way to the end of the paper. So can you guys see? You can see that it's not really difficult. So guys, I'm going to be stopping it here because I don't think my fabric is even wide enough for that. Okay? So here is what I'm going to do. Instead of cutting out the spiral on the paper before cutting on the fabric, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place the paper on top of the fabric or underneath and then cut it out while also cutting on the fabric simultaneously. Just once the way I'm cutting, I'm not going to be getting into the lines. I'm just going to basically cut a circle. So this is it. Now you are going to just leave this the way it is and then cut right on the fabric. So guys, I've gone ahead to position the pattern on the fabric. I decided to reduce it a bit because it wasn't fitting the size of the fabric I was working with. So if you observe, the flounce is smaller. So this is what I'm going to do. Remember, I've not yet cut the pattern at all. I'm going to come this way. Just watch as I cut it out. Okay, I can just leave that one the way it is. So first thing I'm going to do is to cut round. And this is the part where you are going to be cutting on the fabric and the pattern at the same time. Place something heavy in the middle to hold it in place, and then just be using your palms as you go. Guys, this is where it gets tricky because you can see that from here, if I decide to come this way, it's going to give me a sharp cut. And if I come this way, I'm just going to end up cutting off what is left. So this is where you will start to thin it out. But you can watch me as I'm doing mine. At this point, I can even decide to remove the paper. You guys, this is what I have. And as you guys can see, it is forming beautifully. So I'm just going to come and make this work. This is it. Now what you want to do is to just trim off this. I really hope you guys can see it. Trim it off. You don't want it to be a sharp cut. So something like this, and then when you open it up, you have a very beautiful flounce, even, and you can do this as many times until you get your desired length. Can you guys see that? Yes, this is exactly what you want. And if you even want to make it extra, you can go ahead and run a gather stitch at the top, and it will be even more full than this. So guys, that is everything on how to cut a flounce. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Bye.